Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone. I'm going to give you a brief description about my poster. So here is the title: the GreenBot, a human-robot interaction system for exploring information using face image and voice recognition for Green University of Bangladesh perspective. I'm Rasul Mahmoud. Shakir Hussain is working with me on this poster presentation, and entire paper was supervised by Dr. Muhammad Aminur Rahman, Assistant Professor and Program Coordinator, CSE Department, Green University of Bangladesh. So here we begin. This is the presentation outline. We'll discuss about abstract introduction, methodology, and and program flowchart. Then we'll move hardware implementations, the algorithms we used in this projects, and the face recognition model, and along with real-time face recognition, and then followed by result analysis and references. So let's begin. Abstract. The Nowadays parents and visitors are face difficulties to obtain information about Green University. In some case, they are unable to get proper information about Green University in various department and management systems. So Greenbot can recognize both. Greenbot can help them a lot via both face and voice recognition technology, and the Greenbot can work with an average in terms of accuracy. In voice recognition, on almost 98.88%, along with the average of 95% accuracy on face recognition model systems. So introduction. The idea Greenbot to work with Greenbot comes to our mind based on the information seekers and their various problems. For example, nowadays people like parents or newcomers or in some case existing students also find various difficulties to acquire some acquire some department related information in GUB campus. Though GUB has very strong reception facilities in the both campus, but in sometimes people who visited the university are faces those difficulties to get actual information. So we will in this very in this situation, the idea about Greenbot came up, and we proposed a model and a proto system to develop a humanoid robot which has human-like appearances, and that will assist humans in Green University campus to get their proper information. And the Greenbot can interact with human via voice and voice command, and it can also recognize a person when it appears in front of him. In some case, it can't unrecognized a person because when a person appears in front of the Greenbot, for the very first time. In that time it will store the data for the further development, for further training, and after being trained for those new data items, it will recognize that person in future with with the more accuracy in a minimal response times. So this is the methodology we have proposed for the greenbot. We have a microphone and camera for the input. The entire system we developed based on Raspberry Pi for the computation, and we used NLP and CNN modeling for the voice and image recognitions, and it will give output via a speaker and a display on its system. This is the flowchart. From the very start, students give the audio speech, and the system audio the audio convert into the text. Then it will go for data matching. If data matched with trained data set, then it will give text result. Then it will then the text to audio conversion and robot activity with gestures, and deliver the output via speakers. Then program will end. But what if the data didn't match? So it will it will send a request to store data, and that will give to MySQL. Then MySQL will store the data in MySQL. Then will train the sample model, training the sample and train model. In train model, then train model will send it to the trained data set. In terms of image recognition system, the camera will capture the image, and capture the image, and that will also being trained, and train model will store the data set. This is the hardware implementation. This Raspberry, all the equipment we used, like servo motor, and then display module, then a battery, and then a speaker and camera module into the Raspberry Pi. Are these equipment are integrated in the hardware, integrated in the Raspberry operating Raspberry CPU. There is the algorithm for voice recognition we used, and this is another algorithm we used for the face recognition. The image recognition model we develop here, the face we will identify a face via camera. Then it will store in dataset. Then when a person comes in front of the camera, it will search for the face into the dataset. If via camera, it will try to match the face taken from the camera with the trained dataset. If the dataset match, then it will give this output like this one. Here are the real-time face recognition. The first proto we will develop here. It will it's a very basic proto we developed. Here is a video for this, for the gestures. And this is the second proto we developed. In this second proto, we put a camera in the head section, and the mouth are displayed by a display. And here is a video for this second proto.
Move your hand. Move your hand.
The result analysis, we take 6 iteration for the more accuracy, then for the various data type, uh, and the final output for the maximum number of data 1500, it will give 97.75, and the response rate was 88.13. Result analysis for the face recognition, it give us 92.4. Here is a comparison with a existing system, was is put in there, and the greenbot was far better than, was a little bit better, performing little bit better than the existing system. Here is the comparison with voice accuracy. And then we'll came to the conclusion. So greenbot is a humanoid robot. It can be used for various functional purposes, like receptionist, like like a assistant to human in various sector, like restaurant and hospital system and hotel management system, so on. There are some problems there are some problems that we need to fix for more accuracy, and it looks, so we need to develop, we need to more develop a more advanced body for the looks of this green bot. And we hope that inshallah in future we'll make more improvement on this section. I had the references we used we used developed in our greenbot. So that is all. Thank you, and thanks for your patience listening. Thank you all.